Hi guys, Mephisto here with another video tutorial. Last week we talked about how to download and install the one of Ralph Humeric's mods, and as I promised at the end of that video, today we will look at how to download and install the F1 Challenge VB Super mod. Now I could have done this in the same video and make it longer, however, because the process is a bit more complex than the other mods, I decided that it would be much better to do it as a separate video, as there are a lot more things to talk about and explain. So in order to not confuse you guys, I decided to make it a separate video. Now this is going to probably be a slightly longer video because, well, there are a few more steps than what we had in the previous video, so let's jump right into it. And as you can see, I already searched for it on Google. This is the website, and this is how it looks, kind of a 90s vibe. Yeah, this is pretty much how websites looked back in the 90s. Anyway, the URL for this webpage is valpaso75.zoom.xoom.it. I'm going to post the URL on screen and also put a link in the description, so I'll make it a bit easier for you guys to find this. So once you get to this page, you'll want to click on this little icon here which says download the full latest version. That should be download the latest full version, but okay. So click on that, and here you'll see a bunch of web addresses, 28 to be in precise, and you'll need to download each and every single one of these. Note, these are not links, so you cannot simply click on them and do that. So what you'll have to actually do is highlight them like so, Control C, or right click copy and open a new tab. I already done it. Paste it, Control V, or right click paste. I don't have to paste it twice, so press enter. Wait for the page to load, and it should automatically start downloading the file. Now I'll cancel that. You keep it downloading, I'll just cancel it. Now you have to do this for every single one of these things, down to 28. And as you can see here, it says this space required minimum 120 gigabytes, suggested 150 gigabytes. The file, which you will download the entire thing, all these 28 parts, will be around 28, well, it's actually more like 30 to 33 gigabytes. And then you'll have this, which is after you extracted it. Another thing you'll want is to go down here to the bottom of the page to this thing and download this, which is a fix for the 1974-1975 Monte Carlo circuit. You'll want this as well, so download that as well. Next, you'll see here at the top left corner of the page, you'll see a few more stuff here, and you'll want to download these as well. These are the patches, the different patches that were released throughout this particular build of the mod. And just like the main game, some of these will have multiple parts, some of them won't, but you'll want to download each and every one of these as well. I'm not going to do it, but you will want to do it. So once you've downloaded everything, and I highly recommend you organize your files as you download them, just so you don't get confused. So anyway, after you've downloaded everything, you should have something like this. This is how I've organized everything. We have the fix, which is um, the fix is this thing here. We have the game, which are these 28 files. We have the patches. In here you should have one folder for every patch version, and we'll talk about this little thing a little bit later. So once you open up this folder, again you'll have to create it yourself, it doesn't come already. You will have 28 files here. I do not, but you will. I only downloaded one of them just to be able to show you how to do things. Now you'll want to extract the game, but before you do that, you'll want to download something called 7-zip, which is a archive extractor, and you can download it here at 7-zip.org, and you'll download whichever version you want, 32-bit if you're using a 32-bit operating system, or 64 if you're working with 64. That depends on your system. So once you have everything here, you'll want to right click on this, go down to 7-zip, and extract files. Once you're here, you'll want to extract it directly to your D drive or C drive, or pretty much any drive, well, almost any drive. The drive letter shouldn't be any higher than either G or J, not sure. We'll find out in a second. So you'll want to download it here immediately. You'll want to extract it directly to your D. So you'll have something like this: computer, D, and Formula 1. This is the folder, the game folder. So you'll want to have this directly on your D, not have it as a subfolder. Once you do that, you can start extracting your patches. I only downloaded one of the patches only to show you what to do. Again, what you'll do is 7-zip. In this case, you can say extract here and press OK. I'm not going to extract it because, as you see, I already have everything. Almost. You'll go in here and you'll use this to install each patch, and what you want to do is right click on it and say run as administrator. The UAC will come up, you say yes, and this little window will pop up, and as you can see we have C, D, E, F, and J, so there's no G. These are the drive letters. You can only use these. So next thing what you'll want to do is click on the letter corresponding to the drive where you installed your game, and it will start patching it. Make sure you click on the corresponding letter to where you downloaded extracted your game. So we're not done yet. We still have a few things, but it seems that I'll have to cut the video here and come back in a couple of seconds. It'll be an instant for you guys. Okay, so after you installed every single patch, again there are 5 for this particular build. After that, you'll want to extract this fix, this Monaco fix, and you can extract this straight to your game file folder. We won't do that, but you will. Now, another thing you'll want to do is, after you've downloaded everything, you'll want to go to back to the web page, go to game installation, and you'll have a few informations about what to do here as well. Pretty pretty much everything I'm telling you is right here on this page as well. Next thing you'll want to do though is go down here and where it says ask for free password installer. So you click the link which will take you to a Facebook page. Okay, as so, and you'll want to send the mod authors a request to send you a uh, password activator. And as you can see here, they typically reply within a day, so you'll have to wait a little bit. But once you've done that, you'll have this. Again, you can extract this wherever you want, and then you need to copy it to your game folder. And this is pretty much how the game folder looks. Now there are a few more things you need to do before you can start playing the game. One of these is setting the compatibility of the game. If you're on Windows XP, you might not need any of if you're on XP, you might not need to set the compatibility, but you should try see what happens. I don't know. And looking at this uh, announcement here, it says that you will need to download framework 3.5 or higher for XP. You can Google that. I'm pretty sure you know how to use Google. So, once you have everything extracted and installed, and you have your password activator, you will need to go to your game folder and start setting compatibilities. Oops. So, first you'll need to set the compatibility of this little thing, 3D config VB. So you right click, go to properties, go to compatibility, and set it as Windows XP Service Pack 3, and then run as administrator. Again, if you're on XP, you might not have to do this. So click OK. You also want to set the compatibility of this uh, file, which is F1 Challenge VB. Go to properties, compatibility. Oh, you don't have to. Well, there's no compatibility here, but you have to set run this program as administrator. Okay to that. You'll also want to set the compatibility to this file here, properties, compatibility. This one you'll have to set to Windows 98-ME and run as administrator. And the last thing you'll want is go to password F1 Challenge VB, right click properties, compatibility, run as administrator. Now, after you've done all that, the first thing you'll want to do is run this password activator. After a little while, it will say something like password installata. I hope that I pronounced that correctly. So, once you're done with that, you're ready to start your game. I've made a shortcut on my desktop, so double click on that. Yes. Come on. Come on. Hurry up. Oh, I might want to turn that off. Come on. Whew. Hope there's no copyright strike for that. So, anyway, this is the launcher for the game. This is everything you need. Here you have the different seasons and all. Before you actually run the game, you'll have to go to First, to set your screen uh, ratio, which one is 3 by 4 by 3 or 16 by 9. You'll set it according to your own monitor. I have it 16 by 9. Okay. Next, you'll have to configure your game just as you would your normal game. Set this to whatever your computer can go, whatever your computer can handle even. If I could talk today. Okay. Window mode on, off rather, for me at least. And after that you'll get this uh, setup thing you generally get when you first launch the game. Again, here you'll set the parameters you generally use. Next, analyze. It will run its tests. And there you have it. You should have a working F1 Challenge VB mod. Yeah, after this you should be pretty much golden. You should be able to run anything. Sorry about that. So yeah, I hope this little tutorial Finemajig was helpful to you guys. I know I'm not very good at explaining stuff, but I do hope it helped, and if you have any questions, then feel free to ask me, and as always, I will try to answer your comments as soon as I can. But I guess this is all for now, so yeah. Bye.